We're going to be loading up into the land of Dawn here. The first best of 5 series for the day. It's APBR versus See You Soon. And who will grab the first blood in the series as they get us situated here? Once again, we have to talk about the jungler matchup, how that will transition through that first objective. How's it looking, Yasu?
Well, I think that there is a Oh, Ogwayne. Oh, too deep.
Just gotta be careful, gets whipped down by Boxy. Now it's Felix who's rotated and a flicker into the bush to find first blood early. Master Ogwayne on the Arlet.
Hey, you don't have a KDA like that without taking some risk, right?
Yeah.
Not too much, though.
Not too much.
Just that one. Yeah.
Well, I was just about to say that Team See You Soon, even though they lost against Team Onyx 2 times, yet they have a 100% when it comes to the first blood. So they keep on doing the same record, adding more numbers.
Well,
really good.
This, yeah.
In the early game.
Kind
of wants to go for the red tree. Oh, he wins it out, and MP the King is forced out of his own jungle. Ra as well. Flicker early on.
Okay, so, you know, going back to the lineups here, I think this is exactly what both teams seem they want to do, right? Put pressure on each other. And typically, I would say there's some of these lineups, some of these games where, you know, relatively nothing happens too early on leading in the first hurdle, but already a lot of aggression here. So real quick, take us through the emblems here, Yasu.
I'm actually quite interested in the emblem from the Claude. He's taking a little bit of a tanky approach, which actually justifies the laning phase, like the lane matchup that he have right now, because the Bruno is will always have the upper hand when it comes to the early game, because you have a Claude on the other end. But also the items here real quick, we will see that again Claude goes for a tanky approach, having those bands, steel bands in the early game.
Okay, first objective now spawning here. A couple people still need that level 4 on both sides. They're going to break it out here.
Astral Echo revealing 3 members. Counts easy, 2 levels ahead of MP the King. Roz walking out, Felix jumps in onto Kyle, but gets damaged down as a 2-man stun. No final slash just yet, but sorry, I'm Felix. Will not be able to use that Abyssum Strike. Only pops it, doesn't get it out. AP take a kill and they disengage.
Okay, disengage here. Able to get on the board though, so it still, the fact that Boxy also didn't have that level 4, wasn't able to utilize that. So he's got it now. They're probably just will give up this first turtle, right? Play around that and try to set up for another one for the second turtle here.
And as I told you, not having a flicker in such deadly moment for Sorian Felix was critical, because once you're in, you have to commit to the team fight, and he couldn't find any way out of that team fight at the turtle. It's looking good actually on both sides. I wouldn't say that a 1k advantage in the early game might actually be counted as an advantage for Team APBR, so both teams are going the right way.
Yeah, again, putting pressure where they can. I think really you have to look at See You Soon's lineup here. They need to be able to keep the gold lead under control, right? If it is 1k, it's not too bad. 2k, still reasonable, right? But because you have the Kaja here, because you have the Dairoth, you got to be able to get the pickoffs you're looking for. So once again, that's the, I feel like the obstacle alone for Boxy, right? Where can I find these pickoffs? Where can I lead the team here to build up on momentum? Okay, he's gonna be fine though, but you know, still, same thing here. See You Soon kind of trying to find something, utilizing this Kaja early on.
Well, I really like the physical penetration coming there from Sorian Felix, but again, I want to tell you something about Few. Few actually picked off the Novaria 3 times so far, so this is the 1st time for him, and he actually deals a really decent amount of damage. The first time I saw a Novaria deal a lot of damage this season was in the hands of Sans, but APBR and especially Few have proven that this hero is quite annoying when it comes to harassing the backlines of the enemy.
Yeah, I think, you know, talking about the damage potential for Novaria, it's just one of those added things. You can either say that that's the...
An all-in up top, counts easy with a fracture. Felix able to dash out now, and See You Soon see that. They look for a pick on the other side of the map. They don't want to commit onto Ogwayne though, however. They instead just look to play it safe in the mid. Ogwayne doesn't want to make it safe. Divine Judgment pulling him back. Oh, it's a beautiful Shadow Stampede. Ogwayne overstepped, but Flapteezy comes in and finds a late Netherrealm from Ra. And it's APBR still with a victory.
Yeah, over-committing to it, Ogwayne. He went all the way through, and I was actually about to ask why Boxy didn't ult or like use the Divine Judgment early on, but Kyle Teasy wants to engage.
They get him just instantly. That was there's no way that he was able to escape at all.
I'm confused, man. You know, like I was saying, the Dyroth is there to help you burst down APBR, but it's happening to see you soon here. So, you know, right now, Sorry and Felix having a tough time, and they've garnered themselves nearly that 3K gold lead up to this point.
I really like the rotation coming from Kyle, especially because he's moving all around the map. Whenever you look at the map, whenever like we have our camera on someone, we always find Kyle in a really good position. And the damage and the early game damage output that can come from a Nolan, he's really using that to the maximum. 3K gold lead in a matter of 5 minutes. Almost 5 minutes, and also having 4 of your members on the top charts. That's a really huge thing for Team APBR.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and play around with this type of lead at this point, right? This is usually where they shine, but for See You Soon, if they can keep things together, no.
Final slash! Boxy gets caught in the fists of Flapteasy.
Yeah, he's not good. Flapteasy this time.
Going in again, forcing a blazing duet. Now MP looking for the assassination. Flapteasy taken low and shut down in game number 1. That's Felix, who jumps in, but now might just get taken down. A defensive Netherrealm from Rao. Felix gets out barely 1 HP. Meanwhile, Marco up top picks up a turret.
Oh my god. I've just seen Flapteasy. Final slash here. But Ogwin doesn't go for it. And also Team APBR going back in time, remembering Flapteasy when he was going in all aggressive with all the gold he has. But this shutdown might be what Team See You Soon needed at this moment.
Okay, so See You Soon, they might be down nearly 3K gold, but they've got some fight in them.
Yeah.
They have to continue on this way.
MD.
Boxy gonna use the conceal though. He's gonna get spotted out.
Divine Judgment locking Open down. That's a lot of burst, and Open just disappears, but now Felix is caught in a crossfire. Kusei with a blazing duet to the back line. View forced to flicker. Marco as well. It's 2 flickers burnt out. Kusei is also committed. That sprint. See You Soon has a chance to go for the turtle.
Hey, again, great fight here from See You Soon. Able to find a pickoff. Now possibly contest this turtle, the 3rd one in the game here. We'll see if APBR just decides to give it up, but look at the positioning. Kyle Teasy getting into that side.
A level ahead, knockout strike coming down. Kyle Teasy looking for the steal, but it's Boxy who finds it. Not either of the junglers. Kyle Teasy retreated, MP didn't, and Boxy was just whipping.
He's there, man. He's got him.
We have seen Kaja actually take 2 turtles so far in the tournament. One of them was with the Massive, and now we have seen him also take
that was Ethan, right? Logan.
Yeah. So
it was against APBR too. Right?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. It feels like they are invincible against the Kaja when it comes to the turtle. But we have spoken about Team APBR and how good they are in the game so far. But looking at it from the other perspective, looking at it from Team See You Soon's perspective, they still have Kosei untouched. They still have Kosei building up his damage items. Also, he have a little bit of defense. So one blazing duet, I would say, when there's no one who can actually absorb so much damage on Team APBR's side, can flip things around for Team See You Soon.
You see what's happening here. Every single time Boxy is going to pop that conceal, they look for their own pull. If they can't get it, then they got to wait a little bit longer, unless, again, you utilize that flicker combination with the Divine Judgment, but really that's kind of what they're up to, right?
Yeah.
Raw could technically do the same thing with this fairness, but right now, given this lead that APBR has, he's really got to keep tabs on the rest of the team to utilize that Netherrealm, right? So really it's up to Boxy, but at least for See You Soon, they've got a second option too to initiate some of these fights or possibly even peel for the team if it's not in their favor here. But all this, once again, leading into the next objective 30 seconds away. It's going to be that Lord. Now, again, looking at the damage here, this is something we typically see. You talked about it earlier, Yasu.
Yeah.
Who's at the top?
Yeah, few at the top with that Novaria, but Boxy the King, he's going in. It was almost a death bush. And speaking of Boxy the King, actually, I would say that Team APBR are trying so hard to bait the Divine Judgment out of him, and if I'm Boxy the King, I would actually accept the gift that Team APBR gives each time, because losing a member at such critical time will cause a lot of mayhem for Team APBR.
There's a 1v1 up top. Orange buff secured by MP the King, but he had to commit a retribution. 20 seconds on cooldown now as the Lord spawns in the bottom side of the map. That's a conceal. Ogwin's looking for a big play. Jumps in with a vengeance. Now Divine Judgment locks him down, and that's the Abyssal Strike connecting. Kusei finding the kill. Another realm coming down for See You Soon's re-engage on the Super Marco. With a massive execution, that Super Marco forced to flicker out. That's Ra with some damage, but it's turned around. The Blazing Duet doesn't find its mark, and now he's forced to go with that defensive BMI. Counts easy, looking for the kill. Jumps in, Fracture, not enough to take anyone out.
So close. Again, that team fight looked a little bit messy on both sides, but still able to profit in there. Oh, wait, Boxy.
Where did that happen?
Whoa!
What?
Boxy just lost the boxing fight against Flapteezy, and now it's MP! One more ball to his face, it's Super Marco, who picks up a kill. 3 for nothing, out of nowhere.
What? That was off camera.
What a play. Again, it was messy, but then all of a sudden APBR coming out profiting big time.
What happened?
What happened, Flap?
I was about to say something about the Nether Realm being triggered in a really early time, but Flapteezy behind the scenes, behind the camera, did all the work for Team APBR. Double kill, was it? Was it double kill for him? Wow.
The man's remembers. That's 0 and 7. And he has risen and done better every day since then.
But look, it might be the Arlet curse. Owen is 0 and 4.
Hey.
3 deaths away from that power spike.
You know,
Oh yeah, the power spike, he reached it at 0-7, right?
Arlott is the forgotten one. Like, out of all the heroes, Arlott is the one. It's either him or Terizla. And it's either the final slash or the penalty zone, which usually changes a lot of the course of these games. But now, going back to it, right, Lord's going to be quickly worked on there. Bottom side, CSU's going to try to hold on to as much as they can, but they're going to lose some real estate here. APBR, big item pickups as well. Nearly 7,000 gold ahead as they continue to take down these tier 2s. So, with all that, can CSU, are they in a position to defend here, Yasu, against this first Lord push?
Oh, they should defend the inhibitor turret with their lives because it's still too early to lose an inhibitor turret. Oh, Ogwayne.
Only on to Boxy now. Ogwen gonna be locked down. Divine Judgment locking Super Marco down, but he's able to flicker out just in time. Gusei chasing in. MP the King looking to just put some damage onto the frontliners. But while all that was happening, Felix was picked off.
Yeah. Sorry, Felix having a very difficult time in this game alone, but right now CSU still holding on the best they can. They've got another wave to be pushing in here. APBR might still look to capitalize on something as they go.
Oh. Knockout strike and a stun. MP now with the path of execution into that dimensional rift. The fracture from Calteezy bursts MP out of the land of Dawn.
Oh, that's where Team CSU's weakness appear. Oh, the first inhibitor turret is already out. Flapteezy, what?
He's doing work.
They're going at it. Flicker out, but he has a shield. Now it's Ogwen who backs you soon off, and it's another Astral Spear. Ogwen, final slash on it too. Divine Judgment, locking Super Marco down. The Wind of Nature is there. That's an absolute worldie. Marco.
Whew. Again, it looked like an over-commitment from CSU against Flap, and now they find themselves with an exposed base here at the 13-minute mark. APBR with a massive lead will go ahead and disengage for now.
The question here, who's gonna take the damage? Who's gonna take the damage, CSU? Are you gonna just rely on the Netherrealm? Boxy the King with the fleeting time as the first item and then following it up with an immortality. You cannot take any damage. Either way, talking about the magical damage or even the physical ones. Team CSU are playing on a pick-off strategy, but with no one to front them. Look at this Lord, he's being treated, he's being abused. Did you see that damage?
Yeah.
The Lord isn't enjoying his stay in the land of Dawn, man. He's getting beat up.
He doesn't feel like the Lord right now.
All the sports, the football player and the boxer.
Whew.
Oh, is that 12K in 14 minutes?
They're trying to beat the clock, Yasu, yes.
Yeah.
12K in 14.
I think yesterday we saw a bigger one, right? I mean, what, 14,000, something like that?
Yeah.
Around the 14-minute mark. So, you know, at this point, with this type of disparity, right? CSU, they honestly, they have to hope for a miracle, right? Because you have a couple options to kind of overlay things here, but really, you're going to play to the tune of APBR. It's going to be up to them, Ogwen especially, with the final slash. So if you can somehow survive that initial initiation, we'll see if they can pull it off.
Oh, final slash, lockdown, 2-man, Calteezy, zones Kusei in the back, who pops in Wind of Nature a bit late. The Netherrealm has been committed. Now Flap does the boxing in the back. That's MP, who's looking for a play to clear the waves. It's a double for Super Marco, and it's the end for game number 1. APBR strikes first in a dominant game one.
Dominant game one here. A